Well, now they're trying to tell you, even though this is morphed, that they're going to keep these H1N1 vaccines or shots. Vaccines is what they are. Available, and they're going to use them this coming fall as the flu shot base. So inside the regular flu shot is going to be this H1N1 shot.
Dit is ArgusoogRadio. Een andere kijk op de wereld.
Okay, this is John Waterman. You're listening to TheWatermanFiles. Today is February the 19th, and we've been trying to get this technical problem taken care of, and I think it is. I think it's okay now. But we'll see. What I want to cover is the fact that, we might have some issues with exactly how swine flu came about, why it was started, but it does exist. We also might be wondering how this other deadly change to the virus occurred, but the point of the matter is that it did occur. The virus exists. The virus has morphed, and the morphed, some of them, it's morphed too, and how many changes there's been are several, but there are a couple that are very nasty. So, what are, I should say, the nasty ones? Which ones are the ones that we are having trouble with? Well, there's a change. If you go to, and I'll give it to you through the links you'll be finding on our Argusoog and the John Chronicles, but if you go to the links, you're going to read some technical information, and here's what it means. H1N1 still exists. H1N1 is getting less and less prevalent, but the morphing of the more dangerous ones, which are marked at the subclades 225, and the ones that are dangerous are 225N and 225G are getting more prevalent. They've showed up now quite a bit in Eastern Europe. They're now in Norway. They've showed up in the UK, so it's hit Western Europe, and it's hit Mexico and the United States now. If they cannot contain this, meaning this, in my opinion, means they should be quarantined to keep them from spreading. But that's in the real world of medicine, when there isn't a conspiracy to keep something or to make something happen. Because if you quarantine all day long and there's a conspiracy to release this, you can't stop it. Now this would be, so to speak, letting the old proverbial Pandora's box open. And if that were to occur, wow, we've got a problem. But people, these criminals will do anything. They'll absolutely do whatever it takes to get what they want. And what they want to do isn't what you and I want. We want freedom. We want our lives left alone. And you know, it's real interesting because really the only new laws that should be occurring would be when new things show up. Well, there's not new things showing up all the time. So maybe it's just adjudicating, business deals and stuff like that in courts and, finding people that are doing corporate espionage and that kind of thing, and finding thieves and murderers and that kind of thing. But, oh no, they've got to spend the majority of their time passing laws to restrict us. That's what's going on. And today, you're seeing many of the threatening bodies of what you would say the proletariat, or you could say the populace, and like the movements we have with the Tea Party and Restore the Republic and so forth, are being infiltrated and neutralized and gathered in so they can be absorbed and not listened to, so they can be corralled and put somewhere they can't be effective anymore. And you will see the spinmeisters begin to work their webs around these groups to demonize them and make them politically impotent according to the people's eyes, when all the time the people will be going to the polls voting, assuming that, gosh, we're in the majority, and they are, but they got to make it look like they're not in the majority so that when they fix the ballot box, it doesn't look suspicious. Wow, Doc, you sure are negative. No, I live in a real world, and so should you. But I want to tell you a couple things. And one of the things that I want you to know about is the fact that, you all might be about getting money. I've told you to go ahead and start script. Many of you are saying, well, I've got silver and gold. Fine, but guess what? Right now, there's a plan afoot to mess everybody up with gold. Did you know that? By the way, there's even a prophecy. Not that I'm being a Bible thumper today, but there's a prophecy that says in the times that we live in, when there's going to be plagues and earthquakes and all this weird stuff going on, the people would throw their gold and silver in the streets because it becomes worthless. I want to read you a couple things because there's some very interesting events occurring right now. And it's geopolitical. Yes, we know what's going on with the swine flu. Yes, we know that it's getting worse. And yes, the new morphed strain is a killer. And they plan on killing us.